Hey everybody, what's going on? RedoVion here with another top 5 video for you. Today we're going to look at the chest piece after talking about the head pieces, head parts. Thank you guys. Cool comments regarding that stuff. So let's take a quick gander here. So for the top 5, we have Strike Freedom Gundam, 00 Quantum. Then we have third place, Lupus Rex, not bad. Then we have the Graze, and then we have the Gundam. So let's see why these suits are what they are. Okay, so you guys already know how we do. We always start off, go to our base, pick our base, just to keep everything simple, right? Okay, that's not what we want to do. And we're going to go over here to our bodies. And because we know these series, so it was Strike Freedom Gundam. That was from Gundam Seed Destiny. We have Gundam Lupus Rex, the Graze, and Gundam. So let's just go ahead and clear this filter. Wow, I had a moment here. I was like, what am I doing? Mobile Suit Gundam. Let's get our double O's in here. And I think we're good. Wait. Yeah, IBO. There you go. So you ever have those moments you're like, oh, I knew that. All right, so let's start from the bottom. So number 5, we have the OG RX-78 Grandpa Gundam. It has no abilities on it whatsoever. With that, you can just take a look at it, and we got to give a pause, right? Shout outs to the original OG Gundam, the first Mobile Suit Gundam series out there to do the thing. It has seen a lot of, upgrades, adaptations, altercations, but you know what? Sometimes you just can't beat the OG original. When it comes to functionality in the game, it doesn't seem that it has anything, more special than the others. But, it's good to know that people still appreciate it. Now, I have a feeling that people also might just use this because I think looking at it, it's a nice base to play around with a lot of builder parts, right? You can easily put stuff on its back, especially with the simple back part. We're gonna worry about that later in another video. But for this, I think the chest piece is nice. You see how you have the yellow, the blue, the red, all that can be colored, which I really appreciate when you can color various things. Because some suits, some parts in this game, you cannot color. So of course you got the top part, torso, then you got the vents, then you have the side, then you even have more side customization, and then even here. So I really love that, having that option. Now, for the sake of saying I did it, I'm just going to load in here really quick with this particular core chest piece, so you can just take a look. We're just scan, look at it real quick. Nothing visually too crazy, unless there's some super secret we've not discovered. But hey, shout outs to Grandpa Gundam, because we're in there. I keep on thinking test mode is the very bottom. What is wrong with y'all? Alright, so next up we have the Graze. Let's go ahead and make sure, did we put the right filter on? I don't even know anymore. I know my ABCs, I swear I do. Oh, this might also help, huh? Let's just do this. Alright. Also, yeah, let's do that. Yeah. So this particular mobile suit is known for being one of the probably cooler fodder suits. Oh, do we even actually have it? We probably got rid of it in the Purge. Or maybe we just don't know our ABCs. Holy cow, we're not gonna talk about that. For some reason I was like, bro, where's it at? Okay, so anyway, right here, you can tell from the get-go, this chest piece screams, hey, I'm from IBO. We've talked about IBO parts before in other videos, as well as on stream. I feel like some of the IBO chest parts sometimes need a little bit more work if you want to make them mesh well with other parts. Mind you, I feel like this particular body piece, while it might not be suitable for any kind of kit bashing Gundam, I feel like people have gotten very creative with this, especially for other suit types. Now you don't have anything you do. You have the scaling, be really small. It looks like it could definitely scale very, very wild. It has no EX or optional skills, no burst actions or anything like that. As far as the coloring goes, let's see if... oh, sorry about that. Yo, Discord notifications, y'all killed me. All right, so, wow. Of course, I didn't pick the body part. But anyway, what I was saying, this particular body piece, I think is actually, it looks cool. In my opinion, it looks really cool. I would say it's definitely, oh, this is the commander. We want the standard. I would definitely say that using this part, you see where the yellow is, you could probably get away with some really cool tricks. Assuming you can paint the yellow, or if that's just the glow, you'll be fine. Because coming here to coloring, the glow, you can change it to whatever. Let's pop the glow up. Let's do green, right? And here, okay, then you have the middle part. See red. You could probably get away with a lot of really cool stuff with this thing. Like a pseudo awakening frame. Or maybe if you just want to do something from something like Zone of the Enders. Not bad. Alright, so without me stumbling on to the next one, let's go ahead and jump to Gundam Barbados Lupus Rex. Because this bad boy loves to see... I had equipped the head. This bad boy loves to see himself. This suit has become much more popular recently, and I like it. So this particular suit has the Alaya Virginia, Virginia system. Words. All right. Anyway, this has a hyper trance scale because I think, let's see, it's the only part it has. Now, even at this level 31, 5-star rarity, scales to be expected, right? But I think the true shine here is probably the design, because seeing it paired with the its company head looks really cool. I love the collars here going on, and also you have like the fins on top of the the frontal chest. Now again, the waist, the bottom torso is where it looks like it could snap very easily. But again, you could probably get clever either builder parts or other kit bashing to kind of hide that. Visually, I think it looks really cool, simply because we're talking to Rex's design here. Let's go ahead and hide you. There we go. So even the back, even if you were to hide your back and put builder parts on your chest back, I think it would look really cool. So you like inherently have 2 slots you can mess with. So that's actually really cool. Very fun stuff you could do. And I do think it definitely will require a little bit of finessing and practice, but I think at the end of the day you'll be all right. All right, so let's go in here and check out this thing in action. All right, so this chest piece, looking at it overall, like I say, it looks pretty good in combat, but I think the big draw here is when people activate this ability, it makes them feel really cool. And if they have the eyes equipped, well, I wonder if I think the eyes actually proc with other hyper trances. I'm almost certain it does, but we can confirm that in a second. Anyway, this chest piece is actually really cool, and I feel like people can use this chest piece not only for a chest, but if they're making a ship, to do something up front and also adjust the head pieces, because it's aerodynamic looking. I think it looks cool. I honestly think it looks really cool. All right, let's check one more thing. Because, you know, sometimes some suits will have the glow when they do these modes, but this suit does not. But that's totally fine. But those eyes are really cool when you transform, so keep that in mind. That's following up what we were talking about in our last video regarding the top 5 heads. Mind you, that... Let's go ahead and... return to position. Okay, so one thing I forgot to do, and I really want to do now, is the actual buffs you get from this EX ability. So, without doing anything, using this buff, boom. Similar to some of the other ones, you get improved attack power, improved close range, reaction, movement speed, jump speed, and boost speed. So I think all in all, that's actually something really good to take away from this as well. It looks really good though. Again, I feel like you have to do a little bit more work with it, but even if it's more popular, that's totally fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, up next, we have the second place body piece. And this is a body piece a lot of us are very familiar with, being the 00 Quant. This bad boy has come a long way from previous entries, and this is probably one of my favorite chess pieces to use. Okay, and I'll say, let's see, with the back, it looks really cool because this, of course, asymmetrical. But let's actually adjust and hide that. Yeah. All right, so out the gate, you see how the back is just kind of flat. That's kind of promoting. If you want to do builder parts and hide your back, that's fine. Or simply a lot of things you can do with it. Now, the front I really like because when you go to paint it, you can play around with the chess piece like so. The glow, of course you can let it glow, you know. You can make it as bright as you want. Or you can just dull it all the way out and make it dark. As far as the color selections here, what I do appreciate most of this is you can change the majority of the colors here, but you will have to be mindful that there is parts that you cannot change. As you see here, you will have those gray parts you cannot change, which is highly unfortunate. Considering it being, you know, used a lot. That's something some people obviously probably don't mind as much, having that chess piece being something that is selectable color. Now, we do, however, have Transam and Quantum Burst. Those are two big draws to this. So let's go ahead, look at these real quick. We have Transam, and then we have Quantum Burst. So, Quantum Burst fully recovers durability of allies and your mobile suits and reboots all immobilized allied units, purges the armor, releases all the GN particles to cover an area with the torrent of particles, healing allies within range while attacking enemies, temporarily increases the speed of the mobile suit. So that's actually pretty good. Again, Transam is similar to all the hyper stances, so let's check this out very quickly. I love the design in the fins, similar to the Rex, how the chest piece has like those kind of fins. I actually like that, and I think it's actually pretty cool. We did color our chest red just to kind of give you guys an idea of things it can do, but when you do that, the neat thing is your core reactor lights up, and it looks really, really cool. Not only that, but when you have Transam, you have after images behind you when you're dashing and stuff. So it's kind of cool, really dope. And you also have the GM particles following around. Now, the GM particles, you cannot, as of this video, you cannot change the color of the GM particles. That's something I really wish we could do. So please make sure you share feedback where it is allowed, because it's a really cool, feature. Now, our EX burst attack. Boop. It's very similar to the default ability where you just pop EX. And so you pop it, you do the damage, but you see the charge up is rather long, but it does a lot of damage. However, after that, you're limited for a short time. You are in, you have some buffs. Now, these are not the other buffs. You have improved attack power, improved close range reaction, movement speed, jump speed, and boost speed. Sound very familiar? Yes, I know. Because, essentially, it gives you like a pseudo-Transam buff after using the EX action. Excuse me, the EX burst action. Now you see it's gone, and then there we go. When you do Trans Am, by the way, normally, just as you imagine, you see here improved attack power, improved attack close range reaction speed, all up by set amount. Now let's go ahead and try something. Let's say if we pop EX and our Trans Am at the same time, does it stack? It does not stack. All you see here is the same as far as we can tell, because that was what? 7734. 7734. So when it comes to like melee attacks, stuff like that, it does not stack. So keep in mind that these trances, although it looks really cool, they won't be stacking like that. So be mindful outside of other body pieces. All right, so I think it's time to get the show on the road and get to the #1 chess piece in Gundam Breaker 4 as by the ranking. And we have the legendary, the beautiful, the gorgeous, the fan favorite Strike Freedom Gundam. Oh, where are we at? I can't spell Strike Freedom Gundam. Where are you? You're making me look silly. There you go. I see you. Strike Freedom. Now, this particular suit is gorgeous because you have the multi-phase beam cannon as a chess piece, but the design, y'all, this is one of the sexiest chess pieces you can pick. Like, if you look back at my older builds, I used a lot of Destiny chess pieces, and this is probably top 3 most used chess piece in my personal repertoire. Of course, I'm trying to veer away from it because it was just a staple default, because a lot of Siege and Siege Destiny chess pieces are actually really gorgeous when it comes to it. You have a very sleek flat back here. Flat back here you have the vents. You have the vents on the shoulders. You also have the beam cannon in the middle. Before we actually just go take it into combat, I just want to show you how fun it is to paint this. Now, the body itself is 100% everything can be painted, opposed to the last body we discussed. It could not be painted all the way. So let's just, make it look really cool or something. I don't know. Like, even with minimal effort, you can make this body piece look amazing, bruh. Amazing. So many things you can do with it, and I really, really enjoy this body. And I, without a doubt in my mind, I agree with this being the top body piece. Like, even just all based off appearance and color options. Now, stat wise, surprise, if you haven't realized, these chess pieces, they roll at random stats. You can move your stats over, you can upgrade various stats. So again, it's not too really concerning regarding the specs on it from the start, because you can switch and your abilities out and upgrade your specs. So looking at our EX as well, let's go ahead and add that bad boy, our belly beam cannon. That's what I like to call it, the belly beam cannon. Okay, so let's just jump in here real quickly, go to test mode. All right, so looking at this bad boy, oh, it's so nice, it's so pretty. And again, I just threw colors on, right? Like, if you have a strong primary color with some nice second, third, like accents, this chess piece is gonna pop. And so that was just out the gate right there. Let's go ahead and turn off. Not bad. Out the gate, it does, well, this is, of course, a leveled up version, but you can also kind of hold a little bit longer and get a little bit more of a use out of it. Mind you, I think it costing 2 is really decent, because sometimes, I mentioned before, you will build a suit and you'll find yourself using a suit where you either have too many options or you don't have enough. And having a chess piece that gives you an EX skill is really good, especially if you have like parts that give you a lot of options instead of EX actions. And if you haven't mastered stuff yet, I strongly suggest Strike Freedom Gundam is a very strong chess piece to use, as well as Quantum and as well as Rex. I think those, the top three, hands down, I would suggest using them. I would recommend using them if you're coming into the game with like a new early build, because having that buff with the second place of having Quantum, Trans M, and Rex having the Alaya mode or whatever, those two hyper chances are just going to help you in combat, right? Strike Freedom, it looks nice, and you get a long range EX ability. And it's also good for like kind of staggering and hammering down people. Oh, all right, y'all. I know I have been doing what folks be calling yapping now for quite some time. I didn't expect this video to go this long, but I do appreciate it. So after we're done with this series, I'm probably going to make a soup using nothing but the top parts on the build ranking, and to see how much fun we can have. But thank you for checking this video out. Make sure you check out the top 5 head videos as well as other stuff. But until next time, stay out of trouble and nothing but love. Peace.